Okay, so what we have here is the Whitneytown Bowls Club website, and in this video I will attempt to record the update of the competitions page, and as you can see, on the Champions Club and the Pairs page I've already updated, as you can see there, with the screenshots I've made of the Excel spreadsheet. For the rest of this video I will try to illustrate how I go about how I did go about doing that. So firstly I need to sign into the front end, and then I need to enter the competitions page and update the rest of these competitions. The club champion and pairs has already been done. The next one I will try to do is the singles, men's singles competition. As you can see, this page still shows under construction, so I click on the edit button, which will open the editor page for me. Then I remove the information that sits in that page because I want to replace that with the image I made. Another way to do this is you can simply click on the select all button and then press your backspace or your delete key, and it'll remove all the information. At the moment the cursor sits in the middle of the page where it is where I want it. You could choose, of course, anywhere you want to put it, but for this video, for this update, we will leave it in the middle of the page. Okay, so what I do is I click on the image button. It presents me with an input window where I can find the image I want to put in, and I have created a competitions page, and you can see I've got those two images, JPEG images of the mixed pairs and the club champion already in there. What I now will do is to go and select the files where it is stored on my local PC. Actually I store everything on Google Drive, as you can see there. So I am in the Whitneytown Bowls Club folder. I am in the content folder, subfolder under that, and I now need to select the men's singles JPEG image and upload that. Something to note is that it is also possible to add more than one file. So you can select multiple files, and if you see in the file name input field at the bottom, you will see the two files that are now just clicked sits there. And of course you can select a third one, and you can select more. I have selected multiple of these things, and if you click on open, it will tell you that you are uploading 3 files, and that will be uploaded into the competitions folder on the server where the website is hosted. And as you can see, there were the first 2, and now 3 more files were added. The one we're interested in, of course, at the moment is the men's singles. We're only going to collect that. If you hover over the little icon on the left, you will see a small little image popping up showing you what is in that file. Right, we click on the thing and you see that it puts it into our input box for us, and if we click OK, it will put it in the page for us, as you can see. And all we really need to do now is give it a once over, make sure it looks like we want it to look. Then we have to check a few other things to make sure that everything is ready before we do it, and you will see there are 5 tabs that we can look at. The images and links tab is not really used at all. I'm not going to use that one at all in this specific case. I hardly ever use that tab. But the publishing tab is quite important, because in here you have to choose the category for this article, and you can see there are quite a few categories. In this case it is the competitions category. Now the competitions category is linked to the competitions menu option on the left that is highlighted in red at the moment. So everything that you link to the competitions category will show in the competitions page. Now we want to give access to the public for this. As you can see, you can restrict access to different groups of people, but in this case we will leave it the default, which is for the public to see. Of course, there's a tab where you can choose a language. If we had multiple languages that we wanted to put in, we can, but in this case we will only use the UK English. You have also got a tab where you can put in a meta description and keywords, which is used by search engines like Google to pick up information from the article. We've only got an image, so we're not going to put any metadata in there. All we now really have to do is just have a once over, make sure everything is okay, then click on save, and our document will be posted on the website, and from this moment on it will be visible for the public. You saw the message there that says that it's successfully saved. The public of course won't see that editor button. That editor button is only visible when you sign in on the front end to be able to edit pages. Now to go back, you can go back, use the breadcrumbs bar at the top where there are little links, and go back to the competitions, or you can click on the menu item on the left hand side to take you to the page where you can select which competition you want to have a look at. So in this case we'll click on that little breadcrumbs link. It takes me to the page. We have now updated the men's singles page. Next page to be updated would be the handicap singles page. Again, that page still shows the under construction message. We click onto the editor button. To go into the editor, we again remove the content that we want to replace with the proper image. We go back into the competitions folder, and we will try to locate the image that is there. And of course, if the image isn't there, we're going to go back into our local drive and we're going to download. In this case, I'll just download the rest of all the images that we haven't downloaded yet. So I'm going to pick only on the men's competition images that is not uploaded yet, which will be those 3, and I will send them also to the directory or the folder on the server where we want them. Then we can pick our men's singles handicap image, which is that one, and we can post it. Men's handicap singles competition, men's singles handicap competition. Oh, there is a bit of a difference between the headings for the spreadsheet and the title. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change the title slightly, put the singles in front of the handicap so that it reads the same. Now it reads men's singles handicap competition. Everything looks fairly good at this time. Of course, we don't add the 2014 into the title there, because that title will be a title that will be generally used in the future as well. So in 2015 we will replace this image with a 2015 image, and it means we would have to change the title again if we put 2014 into the title now. Okay, so successfully saved, as you can see there, and this is now viewable for the public as well. So we'll go back to our competitions page. We will choose the next one to update. We've just done this handicap single, so we'll go into the never won page. We go into the editor. We will then click on the content button, which takes us in the content page. We take the under construction message away. We click on the image button, go into the competitions directory. We find the men's never won image, as you can see there. We click OK, and it is posted on the page. So all we need to do now is we need to just give it a once over, make sure everything looks alright. Save it. You can see there are two save buttons. We've got a small little button there as well as the one on the top. Just make sure of the publishing information. Click on the save button. We'll click on the smaller one this time just to prove a point. It is saved again, the article, successfully. We can remove the message by clicking on the little X, and it has been published. So this now more or less concludes the illustration of how to update the competitions page and how I went about through a whole process. So if I log out, you will basically see what the public sees. As you can see, there's no edit button on the right hand side anymore. The next step would be to carry on after I finish this video, to update all the rest of the competitions pages. Then I will publish this video in the administration training area, so it can be used for reference. Thank you for watching.